Sparkles on treasure.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Sparkles with Treasure. My name is Treasure. On Living a Life of Purpose, I have with me in the studio Adebisi Mayowa, a fourth year medical student. Mayowa, hello, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine. How is everything? How's your week been?
I'm okay.
You look good as
Thank you.
usual.
You too, you're not bad.
Always going to the gym.
Yeah, of course. You have
Yes.
to.
So let's go straight to the topic.
Alright.
Living a life of purpose.
Okay.
What do you think about people who feel that they are living their life, but they are not sure about what their purpose is?
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. One thing I want us to understand is that, okay, for every human being on earth, you have a purpose. Someone said the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. Just take, for example, a maker of a Samsung phone has a reason by which you make the phone.
Yeah.
The same way it is for everyone you see, even including you, you have a reason why you're here.
But then how do I know I'm living a life of purpose?
Okay, first of all, it's about discovering your purpose, like I said initially. You see, for you to know your purpose, it's in itself is a broad sense. You can't really say, okay, there is one way by which you can find it. But one thing I know, or one thing that is a basic way, is let's say, for example, you have your phone. It's only the maker of your phone that can give a perfect description of why the phone was made. Take, for example, let's say the iPhone 6, let's say the iPad. It's only the maker of the iPad that will tell you the specific reasons why the iPad was made. The same way it is, as human beings, we have to know our creator is the person that can give the perfect description why you were made. Because you don't expect him to just put you here on earth, but he put you here on earth for a reason. So that's where people miss it.
Now, I know that we know how our creator, and we understand that we are living a life of purpose.
Okay.
But then, how am I so sure that the life I'm living now, there are some people that believe, oh, the life I'm living now is the life of the life I should be living.
Yeah.
How do I know that, okay, this life I'm living is, because for someone who is successful in whatever they are doing, they just keep living, and it might not be the life they should be living, right?
Yeah.
So how would you say you can identify your purpose in life?
Okay. First of all, if the identification, first of all, like I said, the manufacturer can give the description. So, for example, or basically, I can take it. The person should ask God why the person was made, and trust me, he's going to tell you. And not just about that. Another thing I always want to point out is about your beliefs and your values and your passion.
Okay.
You understand? So passion is one thing I used to always ask people to find. You say that people, they say, okay, I don't know my passion. But for everybody, I know there is something that you can do without being paid. Something you can do.
But I have a friend who actually does not have anything she can do without being paid.
No, there is. Okay.
How would I know that?
When I talk about passion, people try to narrow it down. When they say talent, you try to narrow it down to things like, let me say, singing, or things like being able to play musical instruments. It in itself is more than that. For some people, your passion is, let's say, to help someone. You don't really see it as a passion. You just think, okay, it's just part of life. But you can be someone that likes to go to the extreme measure to see someone get better. For some people, they just can't see someone not be comfortable. For some people, they just want to help people. For some, they just want to impart knowledge in people.
So are you going to say that I need to build my passion to be able to know my purpose?
First, yeah. I'm going to say, what is your passion? What is that?
My own passion is talking.
No, I'm not like us. It's like,
Okay.
What is that thing that you can do? What is that thing that gives your life a sense of meaning? What is that thing that, okay, without it, you don't feel
What
fulfilled?
about somebody that does not just feel their life has a sense of meaning.
Okay, probably I can just say probably the person has not discovered it.
How do I discover it?
Everyone has. Okay, in discovering your passion and purpose, first of all, you have to identify those things. Okay, it deals with what you're doing presently. Like I don't want just it's a broad sense. So first of all, what are you doing presently? For some people, they are good with crafts, but because they've not done it, or they tend to ignore those things. First of all, you don't ignore the giftings you have. You don't ignore those talents, those abilities, those things you can do.
Yeah, sorry. What would you say to a medical student who, when they come to the university, they just they're going to be here for 6 years.
Yeah.
And after they are done, they go and specialize and all that.
Yeah.
And for them, that's their purpose. Maybe something their parents has chosen for them. So would you say that there are other things that they could do? Do you still say, because I have a friend who is a medical student, and for her, she doesn't have any other thing. She just looks at herself, she's like, I don't really have any talent. Even if my parents didn't tell me to come and do medicine, I probably wouldn't know that. I'm just doing this whole thing because this is what I have to do. So would you say that kind of person also has a gifting?
Yeah. You see, when you talk about purpose, it has to do with it's a matter of self-discovery.
Okay.
It's a matter of self-discovery. This is something you have to discover for yourself. It's not something you will learn in school. It's not something probably your parents will tell you, okay, this is who you are. You see, the fact that you're studying medicine, it could be an advantage for you in your area of purpose. It's about self-discovery. For someone like me.
I would love to ask someone like you. Yeah, you went there. I was just about to ask you. If I know you're a medical student.
Yes.
Do you have any other thing that you have passion?
Drives me. Okay. Most of the times, I can do without medicine, but there's some things I can't do without. Okay, take for example, I like to talk to people. I like to impact knowledge in someone. It's not just about medicine. When it talks about impacting knowledge in people, is what I like. I can do it without being paid. If it's something, okay, you call me, okay, please, can you explain this thing to me? I just want to do it. So for someone like me, that is my passion. That is something I would always want to do every day. Also, I'm a fitness person. So that's also one thing I do. And I didn't know I liked fitness until I started. So you see, sometimes you have to start something before you realize, okay, this thing is really something I love doing.
What if you start something and then you find out that you're bad in it?
Okay, there's always...
Okay, you're not so good with what you're doing. Okay, I want to start a business, and then I start the business and I'm bad. I don't make money. The profits are bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I thought this was my purpose. I thought this was my passion. What would you say about that?
Okay, first of all, it might not be your purpose, but I won't ask you to give up. Rome was not built in a day.
Okay.
You understand? So if business you're talking about now, business might not be, it might be an avenue into helping your purpose. For we have people that their purpose is to help nations. Their purpose is to just give to the poor. Probably you're someone that you have a passion to organize NGOs and stuff like that. And then you need some funds. So probably you get into business and realize, okay, this business is not working out for me. You don't give up. Even in your area of purpose, sometimes you realize, okay, this thing I love doing. Sometimes you feel frustrated in it. Sometimes it's not going well as you want it to be. Probably you have a big project you want to do, and it's like, okay, this thing is not going well for me.
Well, the youths of today are passionate about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And the society is getting, I don't know if it's getting wilder, it's getting better, but the youths are being creative. They are passionate about things. What would you say should be their number one focus that would help them to build that purpose in a good direction?
Yeah, if you ask me about number one purpose, it still go back to the manufacturer.
Who is
it goes
the
back to God.
manufacturer?
God is our creator. Okay, one thing I realized that most of us, what we tend to see as our passion, or the things we do, and we think, okay, we are okay with it, might not really be what our purpose is. Only one person can define the purpose. That is the manufacturer. That is the person that made you. That's the person that can define your purpose. You see, like you were saying, a lot of youths are doing things they think they're passionate about. So a lot of people, they want to sing, And then because they're passionate about singing, they just start singing like that, just any song. And a lot of people, because they like to talk, then they just think they can start talking anyhow. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to understand, okay, why is this thing given to me? Why am I here? I have a gift of talking. Why am I given the gift of talking? Is it just to stand in the next street and start talking? Or is it just to disturb the whole street talk?
Now, something came to me. I really like what you're saying, but this came to me. What about someone who has been traumatized? Someone who has passed through a whole lot of a lot of issues in their lives, and they can't just let the past go, and because of that, they've lost that focus in maybe whatever they were passionate about in the past. What would you say to someone who has gone through something traumatizing?
Okay, like I said before, sometimes in your road to destiny, you're gonna meet obstacles. You're gonna meet some problems. The road might not be smooth. Of course, it's not going to be smooth. So what do? Probably you've gone through a lot of things. Probably you've planned to start something before, and like it was not working out. And then what you do is you don't give up. No one is saying it's going to be easy. No one is saying it's going to be a straight road. But you have to understand that it's worth it at the end. You see, most of the times, you don't look at what you're passing through. Focus on the end results. It's just like someone wants to start a business. Probably at the earlier stages, you realize people have, done some very funny things to you.
Yeah.
The business you're starting is not going well.
Now, you said something. You said focus on where you're going to.
Yeah.
Do you think fear is one of the reasons people are afraid of getting to that
Definitely.
destination?
Definitely.
How do I focus on fear? How do I get there when I'm afraid?
Okay.
And maybe fear. Some people just feel, see, me, I'm afraid.
I can't do
It's
it.
my behavior. You can't change me right now. What you're saying is not, it can't help me. I'm just like that. I'm scared. How can someone work on that?
Les Brown said something. He said fear is false illusion appearing real. He said fear is not real. You see, when you talk about the word fear is something that can stop you from achieving what you can do. It's not like, for example, let's say I want to, let me give you a scenario of, let's say I go to the gym and then I have some weight I need to lift. The fear tells me, you can't do it. It's too heavy for you. And I know it's possible I can't do it. What do? I ignore the voices in my head. I ignore the fear and I go ahead to do it. Okay, one thing you have to understand, you have to use your will. Make up your mind, okay, this is what I want to do. The fear will come. Fear is just trying to tell you, okay, this thing you want to do, you can do it. But I'm here to discourage you. That is fear. Whatever you want to do and you're not scared about is not big enough. Wow. Someone said, if your dreams do not scare you, they're not big enough. So at least, if whatever you want to do, if it's big enough, the fear comes. When I go to the gym, I say lightweight. I'm not scared because it's small, it's not big enough. But when I want to do something big, for people that want to do massive projects, the fear will come.
Definitely, the fear must come. The fear will come. Maiwa, it's been really nice having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
So, girls, if you're looking for who would, train you on those beautiful body image, Maiwa is here for you, and he's here in Sumy, Ukraine. If you're looking for him, I've exposed him. So, you guys, you've heard it all. Living a life of purpose is all about you. It's about your gifts. It's about your person. And don't be scared of getting to where you want to go to. You heard, the bigger the dream, the bigger the fear. But don't be scared because God is there to watch you all the way. He gave you the gift and he's going to take you all the way. This is Sparkles with Treasure, and until next time. Bye.